Okay, we spoke, we haven't seen it yet because it's going to be the condensing unit video. In a couple videos. For now we're going to talk about the electric service panel, about the electric meter. About the fact that it's not sealed where it's attached to the wall. These are some of the screws that I found on the service panel. Load center, breaker box, call it what you will. This is the wrong type of screw. It can make its way. And I found that screw right here on that wire. We're not going to put that screw back. That was dangerous. This is a Zinsco panel. Alright? They are very unpopular. I cannot condemn the breaker box, electric load center, call it what you will, based on its manufacture. I can call out problems with it, but I can't condemn it based on its manufacturer. That said, this is about the second most unpopular panel around. It's going to be easier for you to buy this panel than it is going to be for you to sell it. I'm a hypocrite about a lot of things. A lot of things that are wrong with this house are also wrong with my house. My house is not for sale, and you shouldn't have to live like me. But I'm not a hypocrite. I replaced my Zinsco panel. Actually, I replaced my Federal Pacific panel, but if it had been a Zinsco, I would have replaced it too. This is just something I wouldn't live with, not with my family, and that's just the way I feel about it. So based on my personal recommendations, I'm recommending, I cannot call that a deficiency. What I can call a deficiency is the fact that the meter is not sealed on the back side. The bonding location is not labeled. I know that it's on the water heater, cold water side, but it's supposed to be identified in here. It looks to me like we've only got a single main ground, if that. All right, just a bonding location. Is that all we've got? All right, and it should have 2 grounds by current standards. All right, what else have we got, bud? Okay. See where L1 and L2 come in right there? That's where the big old knockout. Now, all the rest of these are supposed to come through these smaller ones. They're not supposed to come through this big knockout. This is for L1 and L2. You got one down here for L1 and L2. We do not know where the box is going to be installed. The rest of them are supposed to come through these smaller ones. You're not supposed to bring more than 2 cables in at a time. These smaller ones like that. That's called bundling. And even the illustration that's baked into my inspection report is somewhat apologetic for bond. And there's the ground right there. Single ground. But even the illustration that I have is somewhat apologetic, and I hate discounting my work. But bundling, you know, I mean, is at the hill. We got too much more. It's a Zinsco panel. Just replace it. Just replace it. L1 and L2 are supposed to have neoprene boots on them to protect them. Okay, we're coming on along here. For whatever reason, our air conditioner and our water heater have been de-energized. So if the air conditioner has been de-energized, the air conditioner does not work. If the water heater's been de-energized, then the water heater does not work. It was turned off for a reason. All right? It means they don't work. So you need to get somebody to come in and look at those. What else have we got? Things. We got all kinds of things. Look here. You know what this is? This is a stackable breaker. This is a stackable breaker. Look at that. Stackable breakers are cool because if you don't have enough space, you can just put these stackable breakers in instead of the one breaker. You know, the problem is that this cabinet was not rated for stackable breakers. Some people call them cheaters. This cabinet was, you had too many circuits for this box. This box is crowded. So let's put some stackables in here. Well, that's fine, except that this cabinet was not rated for stackable breakers. This cabinet knows, the manufacturer knows that's too many breakers for it. How about this one? Well, I'm not going to put a stackable breaker. How about I just double lug a breaker right there? Just take 2 circuits and put them in that one. No! We have too many circuits in this panel. This panel's crowded. This panel should be replaced. Just like that. Just like that. Also, what we've got underneath here, now you can double lug grounds because they only carry electricity in emergency. But these whites, they complete a circuit. Over here you can see it. See, that's a circuit. That's a circuit. And when it comes into the breaker like this, it should be wrapped with black tape. If you don't know that's hot, you don't belong in this box. I get that. It should be wrapped with black tape. You got white hots. White hots. Down here, these are white and they're hot. They're neutrals. They complete the circuit. So anytime you turn a switch on, the power comes out of here, out of this double lug one, goes around the fan, and then comes back home. The grounds, they're there just in case you have stray current. Those are there to save you. But you're not supposed to double lug your white current because they carry current. You're not supposed to double lug your neutrals. You're not supposed to do that. Why'd you double lug it? Because you don't have enough screws. Why don't you have enough screws? Because the candle's too small. Because we have too many electrical circuits. Because it's overstuffed. It's overstuffed. It's time for a new panel. How many times can I say that? I'm going to say it a couple more times. This is what I'm going to say. Okay, these wires are not supposed to be in contact with the panel cover. And then again, you're not supposed to have these pointed screws on the panel cover. Are you through, bud? No, I'm not through. Not supposed to be in a clothes closet. Not supposed to be in a clothes closet. Oh, now are you through? But no, I'm not through. These are supposed to be labeled. See where it says do not remove this KO? Okay, that's printing. These are supposed to be printed. That's called handwriting. They're not supposed to be handwritten. I didn't make that rule up. It's a code. I didn't wake up this morning and said, you know what, I think I can upset some people. You know what? The manufacturer specifies that those should be printed and not hand labeled. The manufacturer and code both say that should be printed. Is the world going to end because you wrote, what did you write? I can't hardly read that. Maybe that's why they want them printed. Okay? Just saying, Pat. So, anyway, so what did we learn? We learned that a cabinet, our meter should have been sealed on the outside. We learned that we've only got a single ground. We learned that our cabinet shouldn't be located in a closet. We learned that our breakers were improperly labeled. They were printed. We learned that we had a pointy screw. We learned that our wires are touching the cabinet cover. We learned that we got neutrals that are double lugged. We learned that we got white hots. We learned that we got stackable breakers that should not be in here. We learned that we got double lug breakers that should not be in here. We've learned that we've got bundling. We've learned that we do not have our neoprene covers. We learned that there's a lot of things are going on in this cabinet. And it's a Zinsco. And it's a Zinsco cabinet.